What game can I let's play next? I don't really want to play anything recent. What about an old school game? Sonic 2? The water levels scare the hell out of me. Alright, what's next? Super Mario World? No, I'll say that for a special occasion. Final Fantasy? Maybe not. Doing that blind would be a disaster, or would it? Let's put you in a future folder. I need something obscure. What game have I played? Skyblazer? Holy crap, I remember this. Good times running around, beating up enemies, and using powers similar to Castlevania and Mega Man? Yeah, this game was badass. Let's see, this game was published by Sony ImageSoft and released in 1994, wasn't it? It was quite the underrated title if I remember. It received positive reviews even though it wasn't well known at the time. It's a shame some games aren't brought into the spotlight. How does the story go again? Our hero Sky has to rescue the sorceress Arianna after she was kidnapped by Ashura. After falling in battle, Sky is then resurrected by an old elder and helped in his quest. Sky then has to travel the land, gain powers, and take out Ashura's minions in order to go toe-to-toe with the leader himself. It may be cliche, but the gameplay is awesome and one of the reasons I like challenging games today. I remember playing this game when I was younger. It brings back memories since I got into gaming around this age. But I never did beat the game though. It was quite difficult in some of the later stages. Maybe that should change. Yes, today I will finally take down Raglan and his pawn Ashura to complete one of my childhood games.
I am Raglan, Lord of Darkness, King of Destruction. Ashura, Lord of War, summon your warlords, conquer the overworld, restore my glory.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my next Let's Play. A old Let's Play that is dear to me. It's going to be Skyblazer. Now at the start we have start and password. We won't be needing the password right now, so let's get into the game, shall we? And like Castlevania, we'll be starting in the outside area. This game is a lot of reminiscent to Castlevania and also Metroid, except it's more linear and we won't have any backtracking. And those right there is health vials and health pots. So the larger ones restore about half of your health and the smaller ones restore about 1 or 2. Now we have our standard enemies right here, the enemies with the claws. They don't do a lot of damage. They do have a range attack if you do let them. We also have those eyes that we've seen, and we also have mana. So mana is going to be the same thing as health in terms of pot.
Young Sorceress, descendant of the mystic pantheon, to sacrifice you will bring great powers to my lord. And this young cur is scarcely worth my effort.
Wow, I guess we're dead. So until next time, ladies. Oh wait, nope. We are going to be saved by this wise elderly man that apparently doesn't care about our dying pain. Awesomely, he will resurrect us and we will have another point on our health meter at the top. Now Sky is going to tell the old man that we must save Arianna because she is going to be the key to Raglan and his power. And you'll see that as we go on. Now the story is very standard on how it is. Basically there's a warlord trying to take over the world with his minions. And we are going to be going out to stop him. The elderly man doesn't believe that we can do it. We will have the sky blood of our ancestors, our forefathers before us. I will not fail. Now the old man seems to be a little bit more cautious and a little bit more hopeful in that we will complete our journey. So in the background right there, that will be your passcode if you do want to use the passwords for the Nintendo. I will be playing this sadly on an emulator since I don't really have my Nintendo anymore. Most of my old school consoles I don't really have. I kind of got rid of them when I was growing up as I was selling them for the newer ones and when they were coming out. I guess I was just a kid and not really noticing anything, which kind of sucks, but I do plan in the future to go back and buy them so I can play them and let's play on the original console. So we are in a Fallen Woods. Now at the top that is our magic meter that we can use magic, similar to Mega Man in that he can change his weapons. Those gems are similar to Super Mario, and if we collect to 100 we will receive a life. Now the small ones are worth 1 and the big ones are worth 10. You don't really have to worry about lives. We already got our extra life right here at the top of the tree. This stage is pretty short. We only have a little bit more to go and this is the end right here. And the second stage will be completed. Now in the future stage there will be a lot of lives that you can collect. One in particular that you can get all the way up to 99 and I will show you that in the next video. But right now we are in a temple Infernus. And those fire things cannot be killed if they are already in their animation. We have our dragon lizard thing right there. He breathes fire. It's a really short range so you shouldn't have too much trouble. Now coming up in just a second will be a secret that you can get to the first boss of the game, but we won't be taking that. I will be showing you however. Ow. And try not to get hit. Now let's jump up here, collect this, and right when we get over here we will come up to our secret. Now if you come up here and crouch and go inside the wall here, this will lead you to a room, and after that room you'll get directly to the boss. Now let's try to dodge these enemies as best as I can. Now referring to the controls are really awesome. I think they're pretty tight except in a future level that we'll see in the next video as well, where I try to beat 3 of my most hated levels in this game. I love this game, but at the same time it's really frustrating at certain points. Coming up here we will collect our life. So we already have 6 lives. That is fantastic, viewers. So do you guys have any other games that you are fond of when you were growing up? I know everyone has that special game. I'm really partial to Super Mario World and Sonic. I was one of the few people that at least I knew that liked both of them. Mostly at the time there was a lot of console wars and people pick sides, but I really like both of them for what they are, and Mario will come on top however. Because that game was a lot more special to me when I was growing up. It helped me when I was going on hard times as a child. I didn't really have a luxury life. So coming up here, we are coming soon to our first boss. Dodging the fires right there. We will come to the genie in the lamp. It's a really standard boss. He'll fire out 2 shots. If I can get it, come on, come on. You can lock him in a combo like this and against the wall, and can we kill him? Holy crap, we did it. That is the first time I ever got to record and do that successfully. And like Mega Man fashion, we'll get a power, the Comet Flash, which is one of my favorite powers. It looks a lot like Dragon Ball Z in the sense that when someone charges, it makes that aura around them. Now we are into the Cliffs of Peril. Now the beginning continent on this side is really easy. It's the standard tutorial stuff. It gets you kind of caught up in what the rest of the game will be. This is a flying level, which is really unique. I never really got to play a lot of these games when I was growing up. I mean, I mostly just played, standard games, nothing too hard since I was young, and I had 2 brothers where they would want to kind of, hog everything. They were older and I wasn't really allowed at the time to, play a lot of games because my parents were pretty strict in the matter. So we had these really annoying plants, but they only really fire backwards or forwards in a diagonal line, so you shouldn't have too much trouble. This stage isn't really too bad. The great thing about it is your punches will come and penetrate enemies, and that is also a 1-up that you can get. That is the only 1-up in this stage. We're going to have a little bit more, and then we will come to the close of the stage, killing these 2 enemies. We are now completed. We only have 3 more gems to collect in order to get another extra life, so once again, extra lives aren't really a problem in this game. Now in the Tower of the Tassilisk, we will be coming to our next boss, and it will be our final boss of this level, and we'll be climbing this tower. Now using the Comet Flash, you can get that 1-up there, but I'm not going to go for it since I want to save my power for the next room. And in the next room, there can be an instant death trap by an enemy if you do get hit. Let me get up here and dodge that. Well, jeez, I hate that part. This enemy will send out a lightning bolt. Now, if you get hit by that lightning bolt, you will get killed automatically. It will take all your health down. But the nice thing about this game is you will respawn in the last room that you died. It doesn't act cruel like some other games where you would just die and start at the beginning of the level. However, in the later stages, the levels will get longer, and therefore the checkpoints will also get longer to reach. So in the next rooms, we'll be facing with these spikes and these annoying little eye things. Of course, you don't want to get smashed against the wall because that will also be an instant death. Let's see if I can do this without getting hit. So yeah, that wave attack is really awesome. It gets rid of most of these enemies. Now if I can... Okay, that was a little bit close. I thought I was going to get knocked off right there. There's a lot of death pits in this game. Now coming up here, this isn't really that bad. We'll have to activate this switch in order to proceed up higher. But if we come in here, we'll have access to another 1-up. And I will probably actually get 2 in here because I think there is a gem. Yep, there's one right there. So we got that 1-up and that 1-up. So we are already up to 10 viewers. Not too shabby. We only have a little bit more to go. Now this part, I hope I can get it in the first try. You have to be extremely quick when traversing these stupid blocks. Yes! Alright, things are looking up for me. Now we have these annoying walls that we'll have to face. The standard crushing things. The first game that I actually encountered these type of walls was definitely Super Mario World. So a lot of other mechanics that we first encounter, I really encountered them in that game. I'm going to be playing it a little bit safe right here since I don't want to die by those spikes or anything. But if you do hit the spikes normally, you won't die instantly. Only if you get crushed by something. Getting that magic right here. I believe that is going to be the last eye that we will need to defeat. And after this, I believe we will come to our boss. Now the boss in this stage is not really that difficult. It can be difficult if you never faced it before, obviously. Facing this boss, it's a giant eye, so we are going eye to eye with the eye. Now the bosses I don't really know the names of since I haven't found any information on it, so let's just call it the giant purple eye. That's a standard name, right? So for the first 3 hits, you really want to jump off the wall and dodge the eye. When he comes back, he'll shoot out a little eye beam right there that will hit you. Now the last one, you can dodge it, but it's really hard to do. So right there, I'm not going to make it, but I can hit it. And for the last one, we want to come all the way to the bottom left. And at the bottom left, we can cling onto the wall, dodge his eye beam right there, and he will do it 2 more times. And after that, we will defeat the boss. If I don't mess up, because you have to be a little bit quick. And he does do 2 damage to you if you do get hit. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got him. That was a little bit close. I thought he was going to go back into his rolling spin again. But successfully, we got the next power gain, heal. And the heal is what makes the game a little bit easier. At the same time, you do use up a lot of stuff in order to get healed. So let's go to the gateway to the Eastern Plains and see what the Wise Elder has to say to us. Ah, he's giving us credit now. Much better. Thank you very much. It is the blood of heroes flowing in our veins that has carried you. You know, we also have good skill, you know. It's not just the blood. So he's going to tell us that we have a lot more battles that are coming up, and we have to journey to the Eastern Plains in order to proceed in the game. So are we going to be prepared? Of course we are. Now coming into here will allow us to get into mode 7. Now mode 7 is an interesting thing. I never really knew about it. So mode 7 is where the background is somewhat in 3D, but it is not successfully rendered in actual 3D. The cool thing about it though is I never really actually experienced this since I never played this far into the game before when I was younger. A lot of stuff is new to me. I didn't even know Nintendo could do that. Also, games like Final Fantasy, Star Fox, you know, games of that nature, they also have Overworld, which was in 3D, and some games such as Tales of Fantasia, there was a sense of having sprites somewhat in 3D, but that required specific software for the game. So sorry about the weaving right here. I really don't want to get hit by those things. I want to collect as much things as I can. But if you do get hit by those, don't worry, you won't, you know, lose the level or anything. You're just in the bonus mission. So in terms, that is just a bonus mission. Yes, we must master the 4 minor powers in order to obtain the Fiery Phoenix, which is really overpowered and it's going to be a boss killer. Sadly, we won't get that until the end of the game, but we will be magically prepared and we will be given a code. Now that about does it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying this Let's Play and the commentary. On the next video, we'll conquer the next half of the Eastern Plains. So until next time, take care and stay classy. Later, folks.